Oh, oh, this thing.
Please, be a good sport.
All right, Bowlhead, give us your wallet.
Ah.
Stop, you goons.
There he is.
Who the heck are you?
That's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
Ratman sends you to your doom.
Oh, I love him. Hey guys, Zack here. Welcome back to Layton's Detective Agency. So, in the last episode, we beat case 6, and this time we're gonna be beating case 7. Yeah, okay. I need to took me a minute to figure out how I was supposed to switch between the cases. I figured it out. It's not that hard. All right, but in any case, it's that time of the month, which means we're gonna be playing Layton's Detective Agency again. When we're gonna start with case number 7. So. The powerhouse of justice, Ratman, has been rescuing the sales figures of the London Times, but now he's gone missing. It's mysterious. Okay, but in any case, let's just get into it. Ah. London, because the O is flickering. I say it's rather exciting to be here at the London Times offices. I do enjoy it, you know. It's my favorite of all the London papers. Interesting. Come on, Pinstripes. Newspapers are all the same. Oh no, it's not that black and white at all, Cheryl. Obviously, all papers carry the mainstream news. That's more or less the same, I grant you. But the London Times has fascinating extra articles and unusual pieces of local news. And celebrity gossip, too. Yes, I agree with you, Ernest. It's not all just boring news stories. There are lots of other interesting things to read as well. I like it. Yes, stories like the Leviathan of London surfaces in the Thames and Shakespeare shaken up. Was William a wandering werewolf? Fascinating stuff. That article about Stonehenge being a UFO repair shop was good too, wasn't it? Some of these sound like they're a bit... I don't know. What's the word? Sci-fi-ish? They seem a little bit more rooted in fantasy than actual journalism. I'll say that much. Yeah, sounds like a real bastion of intellect. Exactly my point, Cheryl. Yeah, journals are supposed to be have integrity and stuff like that. There's like a set of rules they have to follow when running a newspaper. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I know I'm pretty sure running publications of fantasy creatures in your newspaper isn't one of them. Anyway, Pinstripes, who asked us to investigate this time? The chief editor, Cheryl. He called the office personally and asked us to come and discuss the case with him. Yeah, because one of their editors went missing, right? Ratman? Did you hear that, Cheryl? The chief editor of the London Times. I can hardly imagine what exotic case he might have lined up for us. Perhaps he'll want us to investigate an unidentified flying object that's been seen over the capital. Just think of it, Cheryl. I'm itching to get started. I don't think it's gonna be that rambunctious and what's the word? Lavish and rambunctious and all that. I don't think it's going to be that lavish a thing, but who knows? You sure that isn't fleas? Because it's not likely to have this much get up and go. Well, we'll find out soon enough when we meet the man, won't we? Yeah, I had to itch myself. Alright. Yes, about that, Ernest. Where exactly is this enormous building and is his office? Oh, sorry, I neglected to ask that. We have to walk through this entire thing until we find the editor's office? God damn it, Ernest, you had one job! I see. Well, we'll just have to ask someone then, I suppose. Ah, what luck, there's Doug Dirt over there. Look, our reporter friend. Doug Dirt. Excellent, he'll know for sure. Let's go ask him. Oh yeah! This guy! Good evening, Doug. Well, hello there. What a coincidence this is. Not really. The chief editor asked us to come, you see, and you work here. Really? I mean, I know I work here, of course, but the chief had asked you for you, did he? Interesting. I never heard anything in a case in a private I'd be investigating. Well, would you mind telling us where we can find him, please? Delighted to, I'm sure. Unsurprisingly, you might say, the editorial office where the boss works is on the top floor. So we do have to walk up a whole bunch of flights of stairs. I don't know why I asked for you, but I know what we say here. When there's a Layton, there's a story waiting. Yes, well, thank you. I wonder what all this is about then. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so I gotta climb up the stairs to the top floor. Not looking forward to this. I'm really not. Alright. This has got to be the place. Gosh, so this is where it all happens. The editorial floor in the London Times, the forefront of the news. What a pigsty. Well, there is definitely a lot of things going on. It definitely is a pigsty. It could be a little bit neater, but this is, to my knowledge, what a typical newsroom looks like. A bunch of stories and stuff lined up just to go out, and naturally that means there's gonna be a bit of an overflow mess. This beats my messy desk hands down. It's not a competition, Cat. I don't imagine anyone has a minute to spare for tidying. They all look so busy. Well, I wonder where the chief editor is then. I think that's probably him over there. I remember his face from the papers. Alright then, time to find out what sort of case he has for us. You? Excuse me, are you the chief editor? Yes, that's me. Taboras... Oh, Tabloid. Okay, but his name is Taboras. Taboras Lloyd at your service. How can I help you? Oh no, don't tell me. You must be from the Layton Detective Agency. Good. I'm glad you're here. Yes, hello, Mr. Lloyd. I'm Katrielle Layton. This is my assistant, Ernest Greaves, and my trusty canine companion, Cheryl. So you're Katrielle. Haha, well. Your name is hot and on everyone's lips at the moment, it seems. I had no idea you were such a young, beautiful woman, though. Oh, well, yes, people do say that about me. That's right, Kat. It's all about being modest. Haha, and that's not all they say about you. Apparently, you can solve any mystery. So I prepared a little brain teaser to test you out. Will you give it a go, will you? It's just one puzzle. Say you will. I don't think I have much of a choice, but why not? Alright, what's the puzzle? The Shape of Love. Huh. Alright. The sequel to the best-selling novel, The Shape of Love, has hit the shelves. When a book's front cover is lined up in a certain way, it represents the title of the book. Which of these 5 designs is in the front cover? Huh. Well? This one. Because it's a heart. The Shape of Love is a heart. So, and if you look at this one, 2 circles on the bottom, and 2 little triangles on the top. If it's arranged bottom left, what is it? Bottom left, top left, bottom right, top right. No. Well, in a circle, in a clockwise pattern, but you get my point. If it's arranged in that specific order, it forms a heart. So I'm pretty sure this one's correct.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Alright, I got some picarots. I still don't know what picarots do. You did. Lining up the 4 bucks in the chords forms a heart pattern. Now that's the Shape of Love. I figured. That's actually a pretty clever cover design. It really is. Alright, puzzle A4, the Shape of Love has been added to the puzzle index. Okay. You acquired a recipe for perking duck. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes! Brilliant! I tried for 3 days and nights to crack that one with no success. I was able to solve that in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. That's just no excuse. It's Shape of Love. Shape of Love. Heart. What else could it be? It's simple. Well, all puzzles have an answer, Mr. Lloyd. As all mysteries have an explanation. Well, that decides it. You're the woman for the job. You're the one to solve the mystery for me. Okie doke. What is it? Are you going to explain why you asked us to come down here now then, Mr. Lloyd? Yes, of course. Living in London as you do, you may have heard this name before, I'm sure. The Powermouse of the Justice, Ratman. Oh, or rather, who hasn't heard of Ratman? Well, that's what I want you to investigate. Uh-oh. Case 7, Ratman returns. So, he's missing. We know he's missing, so what's the story here? Yes, Ratman. He came into the news not that long ago, didn't he? The mysterious superhero of London? London has superheroes? Not now I've heard it all. Oh, Ratman is spiffing, Cheryl. Simply spiffing. I'm a huge fan. You and me both. Haha, the Powermouse of Justice. Just hearing it gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? How did I know these two would hit it off? Well, like I said, I've heard of Ratman, but I don't know much about him. I can tell you anything you need to know. He's a champion of his own brand of justice for all those low-life criminals soiling our streets. It was about a year ago that we had the first reports of his appearance. At the slightest whisper for help, Ratman appears out of nowhere. Pound the bad guys into the ground and shoots off into the night once more. Ha! Nobody knows his true identity because he always appears dressed as a rat. Ha! He's a sensation. He's amazing. He's everything a superhero should be. Ratman forever! It's his secret identity that makes him so awfully enigmatic, isn't it? So captivating. So swagger. Okay. Alright, just try to remember he dresses as a rat, The problem is, he's disappeared. There have been no sightings reported for 3 months now. Ha. Yes, I've noticed there have been no articles about him recently. I was wondering why as it happens. So were we, and here at the London Times we looked into it, believe you me. But as ever, the Powermouse is shrouded in mystery. Nobody knows where he's gone or the reason for his disappearance. And now you'd like me to investigate. Yes, exactly. Will you do it? Will you? Of course. The Layton Detective Agency motto is any mystery solved for nothing, you know. Wonderful. You've practically solved it already, I'll bet. We'll find the reason why our beloved superhero has gone AWOL in no time. Let's not jump the gun, Tabby. Ahaha, there's Caesar. Perfect timing. Caesar Chance over there is the owner of the publishing firm that produces the London Times. He's got papers, magazines, books, anything in print you can think of. Caesar Chance is the man who pressed it. People say he's got to the country's media over the palm of his hands. And he has! He's one of the so-called 7 dragons as well, you know. Oh, yes. Really? He's one of the 7 dragons? Perhaps I should introduce myself in that case. Oh, yes, you must. Although he's not the most jovial of people, so you might say. Ha-ha! Ah, this guy. Yeah, you were on the thing. You were the... I can already... Okay, so based on context clues alone and what I've learned in the past 5 minutes, I'm assuming this guy is most likely Ratman. If I had to assume. Good evening, Mr. Chance. Ah, you're that private eye madam's always going on about these days, aren't you? Katrielle Layton. Hello. I believe we both attended the premiere of No Sub for Love at the Savoy before. Oh yes, that farce. When the final scene in the film went missing. And I hear you've been involved in a number of other cases since then. The rumors abound. Anyone else hackles up yet? So, Tab, you're really going through with this private eye idea, aren't you? You don't just give up on Ratman, can you? I've never given up on him. The public will never give up on him. He's the guardian of the night, the paragon of peace, the Powermouse of justice. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Oh, come on, Caesar. You're always so lukewarm about things. And you always get so hot under the collar, Tab. Haha, well, I can see you two are obviously more than business colleagues. Have you been friends for long? Oh, me and Caesar go all the way back to senior school. Haha, I never imagined we'd end up knowing each other as long as we have, though. As you've probably realized by now, Tab is a unique individual. He thrives on making others happy. That's why I gave him the job here. I knew he'd make a good editor, and I wasn't about to let the tabloids have him. Along with the news every morning, I aim to deliver a smile on the face of every London Times reader out there. I've never seen Chuck and Cheese getting on so well together. Anyway, we don't want to keep you from investigating, Katrielle. That would never do. No, no, no! Good luck finding all you can about Ratman. Yes, leave it to me, Mr. Lloyd. I'm sure I'll be able to find the reason why he's no longer making appearances. The reason why doesn't matter. The fact is, he's gone. You'll be wasting your time, Miss Layton. How can you say that, Caesar? Ratman is the powerhouse of justice, and he'll always be. He'll be back, you'll see. Fine. If that's what you want to believe, be my guest. Investigate till you're blue in the face. As long as sales don't drop. That's all I'm worried about. Well, I would like to ask both of you a few questions if you spare the time. Of course, I'll tell you anything you want to know. About Ratman and about the London Times, about my shoe size, if you believe that kind of thing. Well, Tab might have some time for that nonsense, but I don't. Oh, come on, Caesar. You can spare a lady a few minutes, surely. Alright, what do you got? Would you mind telling us what you know about Ratman, Mr. Chance? Alright, nothing. Yes, I'm definitely getting the impression that you're not one of Ratman's biggest fans. Obviously, Ratman was a big deal for Layton. It wasn't only the paper we featured him in. We did exclusive features in some of our magazines as well. Ratman's flavor of the month, and I'm grateful for what he's done for us, but the people will get bored of him. It's all Ratman, Ratman, Ratman. He'll lose his appeal. Oh yes, I know exactly what you mean. You can't eat the same meal every day, no matter how delicious it is. We should forget Ratman. We should be looking for new news, not old news. Seriously, Tab, how long are you going to keep pursuing this childish superhero nonsense? Caesar, Ratman isn't nonsense. He's hip, he's cool, he's wicked, he's sick! Ha, you even sound like a child. We're not kids anymore, Tab. For heaven's sake, we're parents. Parents can still be into superheroes. In fact, parents need superheroes more than anyone. There just aren't enough hours in the day. They really are loggerheads over this, aren't they? They've clearly been friends for a long time, though. I'm sure most of it is just banter. Okay, what about you? So, Mr. Lloyd, you asked us to find out why Ratman seems to have disappeared. That's presumably because you idolize him and you wanted your superhero champion back. Well, yes, of course. I mean, I'm a diehard Ratman fan, and I don't mind admitting it. But there is more to it than that. Oh? In what way? Well, Ratman articles proved very popular in the London Times. Ah, so when he disappeared, it started to cause problems. Whenever we featured a story about him, the copies just flew off the shelves. But now he's gone, so they're not. So Ratman's disappearance is affecting sales, you mean? See for yourself. It's not all roses, is it? So it's true that Ratman's actions do have an impact on business, yes. But the other thing is safety on the streets. According to our reporter, since Ratman disappeared, crime's on the up. So it's both a matter of saving your business because sales are dwindling because Ratman disappeared, but also because Ratman disappeared, crime rates have gone up because there's no longer a mass vigilante running around stopping crime. Quote unquote. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure Ratman is supposed to be a parody of Batman. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure? I'm pretty sure. I see, it sounds like a double-edged sword, doesn't it? It's not the paper sales so much as the people of London's safety. We need Ratman on the streets. He must know that. I just don't understand why he's not showing himself. I didn't realize Ratman had such an impact on paper sales. Ah, first piece. Alright, where does it go? Not here. The other one. Okay, paper and magazine sales. How has he impacted paper and magazine sales? Newspaper magazines featuring Ratman articles sell like hotcakes, so since Ratman's disappearance 3 months ago, sales have suffered. Okay, makes sense. Well then, thank you Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Chance for your time. Yes, I think we should take ourselves out on the street now and start asking questions there. So if you'll excuse us, we'll push on with our investigation. Yes, Les, brilliant. Go and do what you do, detectives. Answer the Ratman riddle. Waste your time if you want to. You won't learn anything. I've already learned that he impacts sales, so I'm off to a good start. Alright. Moving to the streets. So what are we really hoping to find out about Ratman here? Who is he, first of all? And why does he do all this superhero stuff? That's the point, Cheryl. Nobody knows. It's all a big mystery. He only ever appears wearing his trademark Ratman suit, so nobody can tell who he really is. Why a rat? It's bad enough having to be a dog. You'd think he'd want recognition for all the good deeds he does. Perhaps he's extremely self-conscious? Wouldn't you be more self-conscious dressing up in an outfit like that? I'm rude to that. Well, anyway, seeing as we don't know anything about him, I suppose we should start by asking around if anybody's actually seen him. It sounds as if he was making fairly regular appearances until recently, so we stand a good chance of finding someone who's seen him. Very good, Miss Layton. I'll ask some passerbys. Okay. Hello. Good evening again, Douglas. Out gathering information for a story, are you? Hello again. As it happens, I've finished my interviews and now I'm just on my way back to the office. Did you find the boss? Have a good gander at the paper-strewn oval we call an office, did you? Yes, we spoke to Mr. Lloyd. He's asking us to investigate the current whereabouts of Ratman. Ah, so that's his game, is it? You know, it was yours truly in charge of the Ratman stories, when he was still around. So, you've seen him. So you mean you've met him then? You've met Ratman? Of course I have. Dozens of times. Although, that being said, he is an elusive fellow who slips away as soon as he's done his work, so meeting him takes time, some doing. Okay, meeting him takes some doing. Wow, dozens of times? That's simply spiffing. Haha, I can't very well write stories about something I haven't seen, can I? So whenever Ratman shows his tail, old Douglas is there, on to capture the tail. Gosh, you're just like a superhero too. Mr. Dirt, a rhyming one. Haha, not me, lad. I'm just the one who gets it out there to the public. Except, of course, that Ratman no longer seems to be around. Except that, indeed, miss. London without rats just ain't London. Of course, we've conducted our own investigations into the disappearance of our rodent friend, but we turned up nothing. Daily squat. Yes, because he's so elusive, such a mysterious crusader. But have no fear, the people of London's voices won't fall on deaf ears. The rat will be back. An elusive hero making unexpected appearances. Well, that's... So he makes unexpected appearances. Alright, we solved it. We got 2 pieces done already. That's pretty good. We're doing it. Alright. Unexpected appearances. Ratman appears out of nowhere to save the day, then disappears again into the ether. Much like reporter Douglas Dirt, who covers the superhero's antics. Huh. Alright, what about you? You've got a puzzle for me. Hello. If it isn't Miss Layton and friends, I must say your timing is impeccable. The inspectors seems fit to set me a puzzle, but I haven't gotten the foggiest idea in London's town of how to solve it. Oh well, Constable, I'm sure you can help you out with that. Any mystery solved is my motto, you know. Well, if you'll be so kind as to pop your thinking at and ponder in my place, I'd be much obliged, madam. Okay. What is it? What's the document disaster? Alright. People have been putting 3-page documents on a desk, but a breeze has blown them all over the place. Incredibly, they landed in the same order as they were stacked. There were only 3 sheets on the desk when I left where I left my paper, says document. The picture shows the papers after they were scattered, but split up according as to who they belong to. So which set of papers are the docs? I would assume B? Because he said there was only 3 sheets on the desk when he left his papers. So, if that's the case, then there should only be 2 sets of papers when he came back. I'm thinking... that's what I think.
This is an interesting one. Not good, Katrielle, not good.
Wait a minute. 3 isn't including his own? Three including his own? That might be it.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, 3 including his own. Okay. Okay, so I had the solution, I just got it a little bit wrong. You did. Well, better close the window next time. Alright, documented disaster has been added to puzzle index. There, Inspector Hastings' little conundrum is all cleared up for you. Sensational, madam. Simply sensational. Ah, so you can head back to the yard with me head held high and tell the inspector I solved it on me, Todd. Okay. What about you? Hello, madam. Oh, dearie me, you are busybodies, aren't you? Now what are you up to today, Another case, is it? The old gossip. Your curiosity could kill her, eh, Cat? Yeah, we're actually investigating Ratman at the moment. Dear me, whatever's next. Ratman, you say? I don't suppose you know his true identity by any chance. Sure she does, Cat. She probably knows how to make perpetual motion, work, too. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. I only know what I've read in the papers. I see. But you sound like you're a fan anyway. Oh, well, it's hard not to be. I mean, it's such a juicy story, isn't it? Someone must know who the mysterious hero is. I always made a point of reading as a special features they did on the London Times. Oh, I didn't realize you were a Times reader, Mr. Layton. Oh, dear me, yes. I've read lots of papers, I'll have you know, young man. But I do enjoy the London Times especially. Always lots of juicy tidbits in there. Celebrity romances, strange creature sightings. Oh, what keeps me going. Yes, I'm quite understand. There was magazine by the same publisher that had a feature of Ratman on as well. I snapped it up to tell you. Oh, I do hope they keep coming up with those delightful stories. Haha. We don't seem to have found out much use of any use about Ratman, do we? No, it's hard when you're trying to find out about someone who does their utmost to remain a mystery. I thought cats were experts at catching rodents. Ah, funny joke. Funny pun. Okay, that's funny. Very amusing, Cheryl. I think perhaps we need to broaden our area. Let's interview some people further afield. I'll replace my pet dog with a more useful cat as a last resort. Ah. Well, now we gotta move to the guild hall, apparently. Move! Gosh, there's still a lot of people around guild hall at this time, aren't there? It's all the office workers heading home after a day's work, I think, Ernest. Let's ask as many people as we can if they know anything about Ratman. There's the bunny guy. He's got a puzzle for me. Hello, I have a brand new puzzle just for you, fresh today. A puzzle? Wonderful. Why is it so easy to do business with puzzles, but so hard with Powermouse? Oh, well, the wishes of the customer must come true first. Here's your puzzle. Alright, puzzle time. Alright. There are pictures stuck up on that represent success or failures in two different sports. The pictures on the left show success, and the pictures on the right show failure. Each of the sports are viewed on the side of the same location. From the side of the same location. The picture at the top represents football, but which sport is representing the pictures on the bottom? Huh. Football. Well, it's a 4-letter word. So, I can't go too crazy with it. 4-letter sport words. That's a good question. Success and failures. Well, we know the top is football, or soccer, as it's called over here. The one at the bottom has to be something simple.
I've seen how to solve this now.
No, that's not it.
That's not like me.
Okay, that's not it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to solve this. Bad luck, the white circle in the picture is a ball. I don't have any hint coins. I know that. Yeah, I don't have enough hint coins to unlock a hint.
how to solve this now. Oh, that's not like me.
I don't know. What is it? What could it be? Huh. One is soccer. What's the other one? What could the other one be? I don't know. What could it be? I don't know my sports. This is why I'm having problems. I'll have to quit. Yeah, I'll come back later. No, I won't. The puzzle's no good? Then maybe I'll pop on you. Oh, not for you? Okay. Hi. Excuse me, Hessie. Sorry to bother you, but have you heard of Ratman? Oh, Ratman? Yes, yes, I have, I think. Yes, I read about him in the paper. Ah, I see. So you don't know much else about him, then? No, not really. Obviously, as a public servant, I want to learn from his example. I mean, you know, helping the people of, London. You mean you're the sort of person who's quick to step in and lend a hand when a member of the public is in trouble? Well, no. I mean, I was thinking I should start in bodybuilding. Interesting choice, but, probably not the best thing. Bodybuilding, it's not a question of physical strength. You're perfectly capable of helping people as you are, I'm sure. Oh, I don't know. If you don't have a strength, you need speed, and, you're very slow. What about you? Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could help us. Have you ever seen Ratman? If by seen you mean been helped by, open bracket, not that I'm boasting, close bracket, then yes, why? You mean Ratman actually appeared to rescue you once? Bingo, tell us all about it, please. Oh, well, it was about, 3 months ago now, I think. I'd gone down to Bullen Hill. There's a little cinema in there where they were showing old Maverick director's film I want to see. Open bracket, though it's not one of his best, close bracket. Some idiot showed up and tried to get me to give them money. Golly, what did you do? I said no, of course, but they were real toads. They started to get rough, and then Ratman appeared. I knew it was a Batman joke. I knew that was coming. And he saw them off to you? Yep, he gave them a taste of their own medicine, which gave me time to run away. Oh, so you don't know what happened after that then. With Ratman, I mean. No, I legged it out of there as fast as I could. I suppose I should have said thank you, really? Oh, well. So that was in Bullen Hill, you say? That's right, that's what I said. Apparently he pops up there a lot. Yes, I've heard that Bullen Hill isn't the nicest part of town. Lots of petty crimes out there, they say. Yep, I'm not going anywhere near that place ever again. If you end up going there, you want to be very careful. Thank you for the warning, and for the very helpful information. So Ratman often appears in Bullen Hill, does he? Yes, that's useful to know. There could very well be other people who have met him. Let's head that way now and see what we can find out. Alright, we gotta go to Bullen Hill? Oh, we're moving. Okay, we're moving to a different place. You gotta take our bike there. Oh. Oh, it's Atlas! What's that, buddy? You arrived at Bullen Green. Well, this is Bullen Green, Miss Layton. This park is the start of the Bullen Hill District. Apart from that statue, which is impressive, there's not much here, is there? It's not much of a park. It used to be a thriving industrial quarter, miss, but now it's rather gone to the dogs. There are a lot of unsavory rumors about the place, I'm afraid, about gangs and miscreants. We should be careful. Cat? Yes, Cheryl? I get the feeling we're being watched. Watched by whom? Oh no, we haven't been targeted already, have we? Run, Miss Layton, quickly! Hey, you! Rat boy. Interesting. Ah, leave us alone. Oh, you're Katrielle, right? Detective? I'm Katrielle, yes. Can I help you? It's just a little boy. I was told to give you this. Is that a little Ratman costume he's in? Oh no, what's all this about, I wonder? If you keep pursuing this case, you'll disappear just like Ratman did. Well, is that just someone being a wag or just a bona fide threat? Things are starting to get interesting, boys. Weirdo. Tell me, what did the person who asked you to give this look like? He had glasses and he was skinny, and he had a head like a balloon. Head like a balloon. I feel like I met someone like that recently. Do you know where he is now? No, after he gave me that note, he disappeared. It sounds like he's seen off Ratman, and now he's just trying to see you off too, miss. That's certainly the way it seems from this note, yes. Which means the Powermouse of Justice has a mortal enemy. Very likely. After all, Ratman has been putting a stop to criminal activity, so he's bound to have upset a few people. What do we do now, then? When you fight to uphold the law, you expect a little opposition. I'm not about to let a little threat like that put me off. In fact, it's made me even more determined than ever. That's a terrible idea, considering Ratman kind of disappeared and we don't know what happened to him. Bravo, Miss Layton. That's the spirit. So, first things first, let's explore the area thoroughly. Maybe we can find this balloon head who decided to threaten me, and pop him. Man with a balloon head. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the nicest place in town, is it? Okay. Talk to you. You got a puzzle for me. Do you live near here? Yeah, just over there. I come to this park all the time. I love your outfit. Do you like superheroes? Superheroes are the greatest. They're not scared of anyone. That's right. They're splendid, aren't they? You like superheroes too? My favorite's Ratman. He's the best. I can tell. You're wearing a you're basically dressed up in cosplay. You like Ratman, so you dressed up as him. He's stronger than anyone. I bet I could even beat this thing. It's a puzzle. Puzzle A7, Core War. A big bad block monster has appeared. You can defeat the monster by destroying all the blocks, but attacking blocks that are not core blocks do nothing. Selecting a core block, a block with a shining red orb, will destroy both the blocks and the blocks in the way that have arrows pointing their way. Destroy all the blocks and set those poor chicks free. Huh. Well, that was easy.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Thank goodness I got that right.
That was easy. Some of these puzzles have been really easy. You did it. Nice fight, Ratman. The chicks have been safely returned to their parents, and Ratman secretly defended the city from harm. Alright, Core War. Alright, I solved 40 puzzles and earned a decor docket. There, good defeats evil once again. Wow, that was amazing. You're like a superhero, too. I don't think Ratman actually fights monsters, though, does he? So, he could. And I bet he'd win if he did, too. You sound like you're Ratman's #1 fan. I am. No one likes Ratman more than me. And Mom even got me this cool suit. I bet you don't have a Ratman outfit. No, we do not. No. So you've ever seen Ratman then? Or have been helped by him, even? Don't be silly. Ratman only ever comes out at night. I'm always in bed. Ah, well that's another hint. Thank you. Good for you. Anyway, I have to go now. Or Mom will get angry. Still feel like someone's watching us. Oh, look. The chap's staring at us. I don't like the look of him. And... Oh, good. Let's go and ask him some questions. I don't think that's a good idea, Miss Layton. He could be dangerous. We won't get the information we need if we let fear stand in our way, Ernest. Come along. Alright, another piece of the puzzle. Midnight superhero. So he only appears at night. Makes sense. He is a Batman parody, after all. Several witnesses have said Ratman only appears at night. Clearly when most crimes are committed. But that would mean he never appears in the day? Huh. He's run away. Suspicious. He seems to be deliberately avoiding us. Should we try and collar him, Cat? Of course. Now that we've got to ask him why he ran away from us. He ran off down the street there. Alright then, after him. Come on, you two. Well, we're gonna follow him in a minute, but I want to talk to this guy. First. Hello. Hey, what are you doing in this rundown child of former glory? We're investigating the so-called Powermouse of Justice, Ratman. Have you ever met him? Never. Heard the name, but that's all. Oh, pity. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know about the Bullen Man enshrined in Metal Forever, a relic of the past? The Bullen Man? You mean the statue? Of course. Many a long year has the Bullen Man watched over the green here. Watched fortunes come and go. Of course, he wasn't always called that. But over time, because of his place here in the Bullen Green, people gave him that name. Yeah, his name is actually Atlas. He's a titan that in Greek mythology holds up the sky. The thing that bothers me about him is his size. Isn't he a little too grand for this park? A sign of the times, you see. In days gone, this whole area was grand. Now all that remains is this statue in people's memories. I see. It was built at a time when this area's fortunes were a little different. Well, that explains it. It's rather sad that isn't it? Okay, well, time to go pursue a guy. Run! We need to be careful, though. They don't believe in street lighting in Bullen Hill, it seems. No, apparently not. Most other parts of town have excellent lighting at night. And looking at all this litter, I'm afraid the rumors were right. This is not a nice area at all. Are you frightened, Ernest? Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm just being alert. Are we really going to stop people and ask them questions, miss? Definitely. After all, everyone keeps telling us that this is the place where Ratman usually appears. So we've got the best chance of finding someone else who has met him here, haven't we? Hello. I say, excuse me, sorry to bother you. We're looking for people who might have seen Ratman. Ratman, you say, fiend? Oh, aye, many a time here in Bullen Hill. Many a time, really? To be sure. I was even helped by him the one time, you know. Please, we'd love to hear more about it if you don't mind. I don't mind one bit, miss. It must have been 6 months back now. Stop! Come back here, you little tyke! Give me that back! What's the use? He's too quick for me. Where's someone to help when you need him, eh? Like a rodent from the gutter, he appears. Crooks and villains will tremble in fear. The Powermouse of Justice is here! Alright, there he is! Ratman! Nothing escapes these murine ears. I heard your cries, I heard your tears. What problems, ugly napper of ears? Ratman, you'll never believe it. I crewed up 2 hours, so I did. 2 hours to buy that special sandwich, and then that pesky mutt came and nabbed it right out of my hand. What a disaster. What a mishap. But Ratman's now on the attack. Justice for the thief of your snack. Alright, I like how he speaks in... Oh, that guy. Hold it right there, pooch. Aroo! Ah, justice wins the day. The dog's conscience has its way. I had a hunch it would drop your lunch, and without a single punch from me. Justice is done, and we all had fun, but now Ratman must run. Okay, he likes to speak in rhymes, I noticed. Oh, bless you, Ratman. You're a true gent, so you are. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! And that was that. I got me precious Sambo back, and it was all thanks to Ratman. I had no idea Ratman helped people in sandwich emergencies. Ratman helps anyone who needs it. Only just lately, no one's just seen him at all. I can't imagine what happened to him. So, even here in Bullen Hill, Ratman's not been seen for some time. Oh, but I've heard other famous folk around these parts, so I have. Really? Like who? Like that stinking rich fiend with glasses. What's his name now? Oh, that's it. Chance. Caesar Chance. You've seen Mr. Chance here in Bullen Hill, you mean? Aye, to be sure. Loads of times. Can't imagine what business the fiend has here, though. Neither can I. I wonder why he comes here so often. Beats me, but I'd like to ask him. Yes, well, in any case, we've ascertained that Ratman hasn't been seen around here in these past months either. Let me see. What's our next move? There's that Mongol that ran off before. And he's gonna run off again. It's almost like he's spying on us. Well, let's just stand there. Let's go after him. Hello. And off he runs again. He's just vanished again. I think he went down that street there. Shall we give him chase, miss? Of course, we can't let him get away, can we? Oh, we're going down a side street. Okay. This is a bad idea since it seems like this is an end. Alright, well, we're no closer to finding out who Ratman's secret identity is. It's a dead end. Yeah, that's usually bad. A dark dead end. Yeah, this no place for the likes of you. You don't want to be around these parts, lady. Not if you like that pretty face of yours. Get it? Watch it, Daddy. Smells like trouble. I'm not scared of you. An English gentlewoman doesn't succumb to pay threats. Heh, reckon you're pretty tough, do ya? Run away while you still can, Miss Layton. Let me make a deal with this bully. Heh, your knight in shining armor. Is he, princess? I think I'm gonna blub. Alright then, if you want to save your girl, let's see if you can get your head around this puzzle. He's going to give me a puzzle as a threat. Puzzle A9, Dragon Question. These animals all got together and counted up the number of somethings in their name. The frog has had 1, the bird has 4, and the rabbit has 5. How many did the dragon have? Select the box to enter a number. Certain something. I don't know what? I'm confused. I would say it's the number of the number of letters in their name, but no, that can't be it. Because the frog only has 1. And it can't be, I would say consonants, but that's not it either. Since rabbit has 4 consonants in it. Rabbit has 4 consonants in it. Bird has 3 consonants in it. And frog has 3 consonants in it. So, I don't know what this would be. I'm gonna work down the line, I guess, since I have no idea.
I've seen how to solve this now. Not good, Katrielle, not good.
No, it is not. Try again. Well, it doesn't seem to go over 5, so let's start with 5.
This should do it, I think. Oh, that's not like me.
Bad luck. The thing that they're counting is perfectly visible. What is it? I'm confused now. What are they counting? Oh. I get it. It's the bumps. It's the bumps in the letters. Frog has 1 bump because R has a bump. Bird has 4 because the B has 2, the R has 1, and the D is 1. Rabbit has 5 because the R has 1 and the B's both have 2 each. So dragon, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
This should do it, I think.
No?
That's not like me.
Did I get it wrong? I'm pretty sure that's the answer. What else could it be? Wait. 1, 2. I miscounted. I'm an idiot. Okay. It is right. I just miscounted.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah. That was it. I figured it out. I just miscounted because I'm an idiot. Alright. You did it. They were counting the number of D shapes in the name. There was 1 D shaped in the letter R, the 2 in the letter B. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, solved your puzzle. Can I go now? Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. A puzzle like that wouldn't trip me up. Not when Miss Layton's safety depends on it. Fancy yourself, do ya? Don't you dare lay a finger on Miss Layton, you rapscallion. Well, looks like I was worrying about nothing if you're that sure yourself. Now you listen to me. I suppose you're one of the gang members who's been threatening to mug people around here, are you? What, me? Nah, I'm not into that stuff anymore. I wasn't trying to get money off you, if that's what you're thinking. I was just trying to tell you to go home, right? It's not safe around here after dark, eh? What? You weren't trying to threaten us. Well, that did not come across. No, it did not. That and this guy looks a little bit shady. It's not that he's not bad at all, this guy. Maybe just a bit misunderstood. Hey, nice dog. He's well cute. Come here, boy, and let me give you a stroke. Oh, aren't you lucky, Cheryl? He wants to give you a stroke. He'll give me a heart attack as well. I was thinking they were gonna make a joke about that, and then it happened. Yeah, stroke is something that happens when your body is just like, I'm not entirely sure what causes it, but it's like, yeah, it's like when something abnormal happens to your brain, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it'll be a heart attack as well, probably. Yeah, I've never had a stroke, and with my luck, I really don't want to have one either. That's not something that's fun. It's something I'm glad I've never had, really. And I don't envy people who have, because it is a terrible thing to happen to somebody. It really is. Anyway, I'm Mo. Bullin the... What is he trying to say? Bullinalier is my patch. In that case, I don't suppose you know anything about Ratman, do you? Ratman? Of course I know Ratman. It was Ratman that sorted me out. Stopped me dissing everyone, eh? Tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, alright then. Must have been about, what? 3 months ago. Something like that, anyway. Oh, oh, this thing.
Please, be a good sport.
All right, Bowlhead, give us your wallet.
Ah,
You goons.
there he is.
Who the heck are you?
That's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
Ratman sends you to your doom.
Oh, I love him. It hurts when you hit the pavement. That's what you get for misbehaving. This life of crime has to stop. It's hurting others, like your pop. You what? Hurting others? What do you want about, eh? Your mom and dad, my friend. You're driving them around the bends. Me mom and dad, eh? I suppose they probably are worried about me. Your wounds will only need a plaster, but your parents' hearts approach disaster. Go straight. Return from a sorrow's gate. Go straight. I don't know. It's gone too far. It's too late. Never. You can soothe their aching hearts by making 1 or 2 new starts. Perhaps it's daunting knowing the stakes, but I believe you got what it takes. Alright, just stop rhyming, will you? Hey, I'll do it. Kiddo, I wish you every success. And now I have to run, I confess. Where are you going, Ratman? Tonight is a fateful night for me. The greatest event in my history. It's probably going to be. Goodbye, goodbye. Now I really must fly. Ratman, come back! So, he was there the night when Ratman disappeared. Ratman disappeared and never came back. And I haven't seen him again since then. Last glimpse I had of him, he had a real hard look on his face. I reckon he was going after them big boys, off to take them big heavy mob, he was if you ask me. But doesn't Ratman always wear a mask? How could you tell what sort of expression he had on his face? And who do you mean exactly by the heavy mob? Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? Just, you know. All superheroes have got an arch enemy, right? Everyone knows that. Anyway, the point is Ratman sorted me out. So that's why I've been trying to do what I can around here to make sure this place is safe. Like what Ratman was doing. If that was about 3 months ago, then that's about the time Ratman went missing, isn't it? Perhaps somewhere around here we might find a clue as to why he disappeared. Let's do a little more investigation. Alright. We're investigating. Alright, we got 4 people. Night 3 months earlier. So we know the exact details of of the night he disappeared. That's important to know. Alright. Now, Ratman. Night 3 months earlier, just before the last time he was seen, Ratman revealed that he was about to face a life-changing event. Could that be related to the threatening note Cat received? Well, there's not much else I can do except talk to this guy. Hello! Oh, isn't that the stray over there that the one you befriended before, Cheryl? Yeah, you're right. Pinstripes. He's got himself a big patch, hasn't he? Why don't you ask him if he knows anything about Ratman? Alright. I knew you were going to twist my paw about that. Hey there, Hound. Didn't expect to bump into you around these parts. Sniffing out some clues? Yes, I am. Something like that. We're actually investigating a superhero called Ratman. Have you heard of him? Ratman? That weirdo who wears a mouse mask, huh? Oh yeah, I know him. Got burned pretty bad once by that vermin. Ouch, sounds like you're not a fan. You got that right, Hound. I'll just suck my tooth into 3 days worth of grub when he showed up and ruined everything. Oh, you're the sandwich thief. Did you notice anything unusual about him at all? We don't call a thief and Hound anyway. I did catch his scent, and he didn't smell like any of the other humans that live around here. He had a different scent, eh? I know, it's probably not what you were hoping for, but maybe that info will come in useful sometime. Hope to, anyhow. And if you find that vermin, tell him something from me, Hounds, because I want closure. Tell him that sometimes us dogs need a helping hand too, not just the humans. Got it, I'll pass on the message. Well, Cheryl, did you find out anything useful? According to my source, Ratman isn't from around here. Apparently he's got a different scent. Interesting. A truly doggy statement you got there. Good boy. So we can assume Ratman comes from somewhere else then, despite all of his appearances in Bolin Hill. Yes, perhaps we should wind our area investigation. What about you? You're around here too, eh? Aha, we meet again! We must stop bumping into each other like this, eh? Oh, Douglas. Yes, how funny. Haha, I always crop up when you least expect it, lad. So, what are you doing around here? Working on the story, of course. What else? The last report citing a Ratman was near this very spot here. I see. So you've uncovered a new lead or something? Well, sadly no. No pertinent new information in that regard has come to light and such. However, as it emerges that the young hooligans around here were steered by their life of crime after the encounters with Ratman, so I'm writing an article about that. Entitled, I might add, Rats! The Powermouse is gone, but his justice lives on. What do you think? Good, eh? Alright. What about you? I was into a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been into. Then Ratman came and beat some sense into me. I owe him for that. That's why I'm helping people keep the streets safe from here now, while he's gone. He was a rat, and I like the pigs, I suppose. Ha ha ha! He clearly has his heart in the right place, but golly, the way he looks and talks are enough to rile anyone. Alright. Well, there's a rat. Did you see that? A mouse just jumped out of that hole there. Really? A mouse? After it. Sorry, what? Do you mean going after the mouse, miss? Yes, a mouse is rodent too, after all. I might know something about Ratman. Yeah, I don't want to rethink that. Maybe Ratman isn't actually a rat cat, and mice can't talk. The other can dogs. Come on, let's bring more jogging. We can't let the mouse get away. Well, that's an interesting, this case is taking an interesting turn for the bizarre. Alright, let's move. Mice are so quick. Where did that little thing get to? It could take us forever to find Willow the mouse, miss. Don't look for the mouse, Sir Ernest. Look for the places where mouses might go. Like with that mouse hole over there? Yeah, that's pretty convenient. Brilliant, Cheryl. Let's investigate. Alright. Yes, this will be where the mouse escaped to. He's shrewd, our little shrewy friend. It seems to be some sort of shop inside there. A tailor's by the look of it. Well, the lights are on, so I imagine it'll open. Let's go in and have a look. Alright, we're going into the tailor shop. That's simple. We found a lead! The game is afoot! Ooh. There's a lot of colored fabrics in here. Gosh, look at all this fabric. And haberdashery, buttons, darts, sewing machines, even. Look, what a delightful shop. I'd be amazed if anyone can find anything they need in here. It's all a bit of a jumble, isn't it? Look out for falling shards, Cat. I think you just threw a stone in your glass house. Very funny. The old lady over there seems to be the shopkeeper. Shall we ask her if she knows anything useful, miss? Yes, let's. And we can ask her if she doesn't mind us looking in her shop, too. Hello, miss? Oh. Excuse me. Can we ask you a few questions, please? Do you think she's a bit deaf? Excuse me! Shh, I'm trying to work out how to cut the right shape of fabric from this blank space. It's very complicated. Oh. We're doing a puzzle. I knew that, but we're doing a puzzle. Alright, puzzle time. This 5-meter square piece of fabric needs to be cut for sewing project. 1 3-meter square piece and 1 4-meter square piece need to be cut from it. When marking out the cutting lines of the fabric, what is the minimum number of straight lines that need to be drawn? Huh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it's a... well, it's a 5, right? So based on that, there would be one big one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, let's see. We know 1. If it's in the corner, it would be 1, 2. Alright. And then 3. And then 3 and 4. 5 and 6. So 6, I'm pretty sure. Because there would just be a 1 by 1 left over.
This is an interesting one.
No?
That's not like me.
Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. It says use it to your advantage. Meaning... one... I'm not good at these kinds of puzzles. I'm really not. Let's see. It would be a 3 by 3, right? Out of a 4 by 4? It would be 2. No, it's 1 each. Oh. That changes things. Well, it would still be 2 for the square if it's in the corner. And then... five, right? I would think 5.
an interesting one.
No.
What's the matter with me today?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, in the corner. Oh, that could be the corners. I didn't think about that. They could be in the corners. So the most, it would be 4. I think. Well, narrowing it down, one of these days is going to be right.
Do it, I think.
Yeah, it was 4.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Oh, there are multiple different ways I could have done it. Ah. 2 vertical, 2 horizontal. So regardless, I would have been able to cut 4. I would have had to have cut it 4 times. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Also, there's Ratman's costume. I think we found out where he went. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think that will get me out of the woods, actually. Excellent. We're very sorry to disturb you when you're obviously so busy, but I wonder if you could help us. Tell me why you're here, and we'll see. Well, the thing is, we're investigating Ratman. Rats? Oh, I don't know all too well what that they're around. Mice, too. The whole area is infested with the things. No, not rats. Ratman. A Ratman? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. Must be some newfangled thing I haven't heard of. Everything has changed these days. So glad we came in here. This isn't a waste of time at all. It doesn't look like she's prepared to give us any more of her time. Well, she might have to, since that is Ratman's costume right there. This is a Ratman costume, isn't it? Oh yes, no question. Ratman wears a suit just like that. Well, what's it doing in here? Let's ask the shopkeeper. She may be able to tell us who Ratman really is. Excuse me again. I was wondering if I could ask you about this Ratman suit here. Uh-oh. About this Ratman suit here. Yes, I heard you, dear. I have heard you if you were on the other side of the door. It's just something I store here for other customers of mine. Oh? Who would that be? I don't think I should be discussing my customers' affairs with complete strangers, don't you? I don't want any bad blood around here. No, I suppose not. Spot on. Alright then, perhaps you could tell us how long you've been keeping it here for then. Would that be alright? I don't really remember, to be honest. Well, I suppose I almost do. About 3 months now, I say. Ah! And the person who left it with you haven't come back to collect it? If he had, it wouldn't still be there, would it? I wish he would though, frankly. I struggle for space enough as it is. I don't want to stay here forever. A Ratman suit that was left here 3 months ago. And the person who belongs to hasn't been back in all that time. It fits in with the Ratman went missing. I wonder what on earth happened to him. That's a good question, but now we know the secret. And that's his legs. So the Ratman suit has been in the whatchamacallit for a while. Alright, found a Ratman suit. Alright. For some reason, a teller in the Bowling Hill backstreet has a Ratman suit in the shop. All she's willing to do is say it was left for safekeeping for a customer. I really thought we may have about to discover Ratman suit Trinity there. Yeah, that lady's pretty tight-lipped, isn't she? She's got one of those zips she sells on her muzzle. I wonder if it's actually the real Ratman who left the suit here, though. What are you rooting to, Cat? Well, it's possible that someone who defeated Ratman could have deposited it instead, isn't it? That's true, but that would mean Ratman did get into a big fight with his archenemy or something, and lost. You mean good didn't triumph over evil? Oh no, that doesn't bear thinking about. If that's what happened, Pinstripes, then that's what happened. I know, but do you really think that is what happened, Miss Layton? Or do you think Ratman was defeated? Maybe! It's too soon to say, Ernest. It's just one possible explanation. Yes, it might not be so. Well, I think for now we should go back and report to Mr. Lloyd. Sounds like a plan. So, back to London Times offices then. Well, aren't I the lucky one? Did you say you're going to the offices of the London Times? Oh, yes, that's right. In that case, could you give this box to Mr. Chance, please? That would be good for both of us. What is it? Just something he asked me for. I should have said no, but anyway, it's very important. Make sure it gets to him, please. You did say you were going there anyway, didn't you? Why would you refuse? You look like a lad with a perfectly good heart. Well, I suppose it's no skin off our nose, is it? Dog's bite for another woman now, eh, Pinstripes? I wonder what's inside the box. You'd think material or something, wouldn't you? But it's a bit small for that. Well, whatever it is, it looks like we have to deliver it. So let's be on our way. Alright. Ah, here's some of the teller's finished garments hanging up there. Look. She does appear to be short of work, doesn't she? Does she? Some curious-looking outfits here, aren't there? Wait, isn't this... That's Ratman's costume. Alright, let's go back to the... Go to the bicycle. We're moving back to the London Times. Okay! Off we go! Alright. We gotta go back to the London Times and solve it and see if we can piece together the last of this mystery. Let's do it! It's as crazy as ever in here. Douglas is back here too, look. He certainly does crock up everywhere, doesn't he? We meet again, eh? If you're looking for Chief Ed, he's up on the eye as usual. He shows up everywhere we go, this fellow. I'm starting to feel hounded. I don't see Mr. Chance anywhere, though. What should I do with this box from the lady at the shop, then? She was very clear that it was to be given in person to Mr. Chance. Mr. Lloyd will probably know where he is. Let's go and ask him. Alright. Hello. Hello, Mr. Lloyd. Katrielle, there you are. Well, how's the investigation coming along? We found his costume, but there's no hat or tail of Ratman. Before we fill you in about that, Mr. Lloyd, we have a question. Yes, while we were investigating, we met someone who asked us to give this package to Mr. Chance. I see, and now you can't find him. That's because he's in his office. I'll send someone for him. Doug, can you spare a minute? Yes, boss, something I can do for you? Sorry to disturb you, but could you go and ask Mr. Chance to come in here? I most certainly could. If you'll just excuse me for one moment, I shall return momentarily. Right, well, Caesar will be along in a minute, I'm sure. Thank you. So tell me, how's the investigation shaping up? Have you figured out why Ratman's gone missing? Unfortunately, we haven't reached any conclusions yet. However, it seems possible Ratman may have been defeated by a rival. A rival? Who on earth would that be? We don't know yet, but it seems that there may have been forces working against him. Unbelievable. If what you say turns out to be true, it means evil has triumphed over good. Please, Mr. Lloyd, it's too soon to say. Don't be disheartened. At the moment, that's nothing more than speculation. You're right. You're so right. There's no proof, no substance to the story. No need to feel depressed. He's a real swinger, isn't he? I mean, moose swings, not... There you go, Mr. Chance is on his way down now. Oh yes, thank you, Doug. Katrielle, you can go up and give him that parcel. Oh. Hello. Curious. Apparently, you asked to see me. What's all this about, then? Well, during the course of our investigation, a tailor from Bowling Hill asked us to deliver something to you. Yes, here you are, Mr. Chance. I see. Well, thank you. Oh, don't mention it. I was no skin off our noses. Actually, I'd like to ask you a favor, too. This has me stumped for a while now. I won't be able to get on with my work unless I can solve this blasted puzzle. Alright, we're solving a puzzle for Mr. Chance. Password ABC's 2. Oh, it's a sequel to one I've already done, isn't it? Oh, this one. Crap. I hate this one. Alright, now what's the password to the safe? It's 6 letters long and uses letters A, B, and C. Use a pattern on the memo pointers on the memo to figure out the correct answer. Okay, C cannot appear next to one another. C or B. Same letter is never used more than twice. The password reads the same forward as backward. Huh. Let's see. Well, that one. This wouldn't be it first try, would it? I did it! Okay! I guessed on that one. I wasn't entirely sure if that one was going to be right. You did. The light shines brightly and the safe opens. Now, were the cons worth such a secure password? Thank you, Mr. Chance. Who are the... Okay. Well, very impressive. I can see why Madame DeBlay always banging on about you. Thank you. I do pride myself in my puzzle-solving abilities. I hope you don't mind me inquiring, but what's in the parcel? Do you really need to ask that? It's a parcel from a tailor. Do you think it perhaps might contain clothing? The box just seems a little small for clothes, that's all. Is it really any concern of yours what's in my parcel? A little bit, since it kind of came up in our investigation. Fine, I'll tell you. I suppose you did bring it here for me after all. It's baby clothes. Despite appearances, that lady is actually a very skilled tailor. I frequently have her make clothes for me. Baby clothes? Ah, well that explains the small box. How old is your baby? Just 3 months now, but glowing out of outfits already. 3 months, eh? Oh, a baby. I do love babies. They're so cute. A baby? I see. Well, never mind my personal life. What about that Ratman investigation? Isn't it time you gave up? All the superhero nonsense is starting to get very old. Of course. A baby! Keep on, man. We moved on from that. Sorry, it's just that what you said before has made something fall into place. Made what fall into place? What are you talking about? Solving puzzles, Mr. Chance. It's what I do best. Ah! I figured that was the solution. I knew did I call it or did I call it at the beginning of the episode? That I suspected this guy might be Ratman. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. He disappeared for 3 months ago around the time when he had his baby. Around the time when Mr. Chance has baby. Therefore, there's only one logical conclusion to make. A tiny parcel that Mrs. Slow the tailor from Bullen Hill has asked Ernest to deliver to Chance. It seems to be closed, but it must be very small. Solve the case! I'm pretty sure I'm right! Yes, that's the truth behind this case. You haven't solved it. You haven't solved the cat. Of course I have. I'm ready to confine this mystery to history. I know now who Ratman really is and why he suddenly disappeared. It's time to reveal the secrets behind the Powermouse of Justice. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Come on then, tell us. Tell us now. Where's Ratman gone? Why did he disappear?
I know exactly why.
The superhero of London Town simply had to stand down. Because he had a baby, maybe called Ratman Jr.
What was that?
Okay,
I was trying to be all Ratman-y, but it's hard.
Yeah. It did fall kind of flat on its face, didn't it?
Isn't that right, Mr. Chance? Or should I say, Ratman?
I concluded that was the solution. Ha 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 ha!
He's Ratman. Balloon head there.
Yep, I figured.
You found that good stories were dwindling and you wanted to create some news, didn't you? So you decided to use your wealth and connections to create a superhero. Isn't that right?
Yes, you're quite right, Miss Layton.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, who knew?
With the arrival of Ratman, sales of your London publications shot up and the city was rid of crime to boot. A win-win situation.
I called it. I called it. I knew from the start of the episode. This guy was Ratman.
But then, 3 months ago, you hit a snag, and Ratman had to be pulled off the streets.
Puppies, eh?
Exactly. Ratman, or rather you, Mr. Chance, had a baby. A baby you just can't bear to put down. He's so cute. As a result, superhero antics have had to take a backseat.
Yes, that's about the size of it. You wouldn't understand, but it's like I just want to gaze into my baby's eyes all day long. And when I do, I can't think about fighting crime.
Okay, so he stepped down from his position as a crime fighter to become a full-time dad.
My superhero days are over. Ratman's finished. Everyone just needs to forget about him.
But nobody's going to forget about him.
Mr. Chance, or rather, Ratman. You're throwing in the towel, neglecting your city's needs. No. That won't do. No chance. Not on my watch.
But butter.
No butter, no jam. No cream, no scones, no butts.
That's a great line.
He Ratmen, that's what we need. Franchising.
Fantastic.
Okay, so create a second Ratman.
Merchandise for sale all over the place.
And it's flying off the shelves as well.
Hmm.
Who'd have thought the people of London would come to rely on rats?
Yeah, that's a bit ironic, isn't it?
It seems the new leader of the pack, Rat Boy, is the one everyone wants.
Oh, him.
Make way, make way.
Here comes Ratman to save the day.
It's so weird. That was weird. It's like night and day. He just switched in the Ratman voice, and it was just so weird. And so London saw the return of Ratman, or rather Ratmans. The Rat Pack, as they became known, brought peace and security to the streets of the city. With Ratman on the ground, you're safe walking around. Okay, so he decided to create a bigger team of superheroes to cover the fact that he had to sort of retire, so that he can spend more time. So he can spend more time with the baby. That's touching. Yeah, I want to see my progress. And I think that's it. Alright. Well, that was cute. Alright. And I'm not a new level have been added. I don't think there's any more. They've added any more new. Yeah, there's only case 8 left. And then I'm assuming that'll unlock a whole strew of new ones that I can solve. Well, in any case, that was interesting. Alright, so there was a character, so Ratman, that was interesting. So we were basically investigating a real-world superhero and trying to figure out who his secret identity is. And then, as it turned out, it was Caesar Chance himself, the very person who tried to get rid of Ratman by making it so that he couldn't exist, and realizing in order to do that he needed to make Ratman disappear. Because he had a baby, and he realized he couldn't both be a dad and a superhero at the same time. Yeah, that was an interesting little story. I like that. That was great. We basically investigated a real-world superhero. That was amazing. I love that. That was a great little chapter. That was one of my favorite chapters so far. All right, that was great. All right, well, in any case, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here, and we'll continue onward with Layton's Detective Agency next time. So, in any case, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month. It really helps me out, and you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks on my way saying thanks. So be sure to check those out in the description below as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!